Dr. Umar Johnson just had his life ruined by his haters, or so he say, because this latest video from Umar Johnson is very controversial and polarizing. And depending on what side of the fence you are in regards to Umar Johnson, you probably have a different opinion. Umar Johnson's ex-throat goat has been a literal thorn in Umar Johnson's side for the last month. She has came out to expose Umar Johnson. She's done multiple interviews with platforms that has dedicated their lives to destroying Umar Johnson. Now, she has accused Umar Johnson of mistreating his mother, accused Umar Johnson of being a womanizer, accused Umar Johnson of being on drugs. She has accused Umar Johnson of scamming and misusing FDMG funds. If you don't know what FDMG is, you probably shouldn't be watching this video, but FDMG stands for Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. It's a school that Umar Johnson has been trying to build for about a decade now. Umar Johnson says that this school is going to be for black people, is going to serve black people. He don't want to take any money from the government and go down a charter school route because he don't want the government to interfere with the curriculum. This was going to be a school for black boys that he was going to start. So he's been raising money now for a while. I believe he's raised about $750,000 for this school. So a lot of people is asking, I mean, you've raised 750, it's been a decade, where's the school? So this lady has came out and pretty much she's done filled like the gasoline on the scamming rumors by alleging that Umar Johnson has been misusing the funds. And this recent video that Umar Johnson dropped doesn't really silence the doubters who believe that Umar Johnson is scamming. After being accused of scamming the school donations and not really using it properly, Umar Johnson has now taken to his Instagram to announce that the money he has raised for the school that's sitting in a bank account has been compromised and the bank account has been frozen, as well as his personal bank account has been frozen. All right, and he needs the people's help.
It's your big brother, King Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen.
Umar Johnson has done several things this week that just screams lacking self-awareness. The first thing he did that screamed Umar Johnson lacked self-awareness was when the haters, or the detractors in which he calls them, when they essentially began to peddle this narrative of theirs that Umar Johnson was using psychology in his work to trick black single mothers out their draws. Umar Johnson then decided to, after a week of them pushing that, to go on his social media and issue an apology to black women for not treating their privates with the care they deserve.
Woman's vagina. No, I'm gonna go real rap. We must respect the sanctity and the sacredness and the divinity of the black woman's vagina. We must do that. Because if I look back, the situation I'm going through right now, brothers, I'm talking to my unapologetically African anti-snow bunny males right now. I'm talking to my unapologetically African anti-snow bunny males. The situation I'm going through right now is because at that time, 14 years ago and 23 years ago, I did not have the respect for the sacredness of the black woman's vagina like I should have. And the universe punished me for it. I'm being honest right now, family.
I mean, thanks for the honesty, man. I mean, we appreciate the honesty, man, but Should you have done this in this time? Probably not. If you're in the middle of war, if you're in the middle of a series of attack from your detractors, and they're attacking you, and pushing it, at what point do you say, you know what, let me not feed into the narrative they're saying about me? Because the narratives that you're using psychology to trick black single mothers out their draws, you just pretty much like reinforce or confirm what your detractors have been saying. It made no sense. So when I say self-awareness is you know what you don't do in the middle of a thunderstorm where multiple detractors are making multiple videos accusing you of being a scammer, accusing you of taking donations, accusing you of misappropriating funds, accusing you of not really doing with the funds what you claim you were going to do, which, again, I have no idea about. I'm not saying if it's true or if it's not true, but the narrative has been out there more specifically this week. What you don't do in the middle of the thunderstorm is then make a video saying, hey, bruh, the accounts that the money that y'all are accusing me of misappropriating has been compromised and I can't access it anymore. That doesn't give the supporters you have left any more faith to donate. Because why would they donate if the money they've been donating has been caught up in this weird world story? It doesn't make sense at all. And then to accuse the people who are doing videos accusing you of misappropriating funds, to then accuse them of being the ones who compromised the account. Yo, even if you're someone who really believes that, even if you're Umar Johnson and you truly believe that, you would have enough self-awareness to say, man, I can't say that right now with no proof, because it would sound like a convenient excuse to cover up my scamming tracks if I was scamming, which I have no proof that Umar Johnson is scamming.
Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my suspicion. I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested, because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved?
If Umar Johnson cares about his reputation, here's where Umar Johnson really messes up at, and where I say he lacks self-awareness. The purpose of this video isn't really to notify the public or to help the situation, because there's nothing the public can do about an internal bank investigation. There's nothing they can do. There's no way the public can help. Now, if you are making this video to ask the public to help solve a situation in terms of to help to unfreeze the account, then okay, but that's not a thing. The public can't help. So the only reason Umar Johnson is doing this video is because Umar Johnson is about to admit, hey, bruh, the bank accounts is frozen. I don't got no personal money in my account. I need y'all to give me more money. Anybody who is self-aware would know that's the last thing you want to do. Especially this week, where there's multiple people in multiple videos calling you a scammer and saying you're stealing money. Why would you even feel the allegations some more? You don't got family and friends you could call for some paper? You don't got your homies? You don't got your celebrity friends you could call? I'm sure you could call Joe Budden for like $5,000. Hey, Umar, you could have probably picked up your phone and called me. We don't got no communication, but you could have probably found my number online. I would have given you 500, to help. But you don't do this. Do you know the amount of material you done gave the detractors and the lifelong haters and the people who have dedicated their lives to making Umar Johnson hate videos? This just don't make sense at all. But check out Umar Johnson asking the people for more money, but this time it's for his personal use.
If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal, right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate.
My only critiques here would be you at least have to show proof. Umar Johnson didn't show any proof. He didn't show, the investigation messages. He didn't show the correspondence, the email, the nothing. So when you really want to restore the faith in the people, you show the receipts, you show the proof. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm saying, Umar Johnson, right now, he lacks self-awareness and he needs to kind of get his stuff together. Because when you do this on the 25th, it feels like rent is due, homie. All right. It feels like the first is coming up fast. Yeah, I gotta figure something out. That's what it will feel like. So, to squash all the BS, to squash all the rumors, to squash all the allegations and the narratives, you show proof, and then you go about your day. But when you don't show proof, you're going to have people wonder, is Umar Johnson telling the truth? Now, the only reason why I'm giving Umar Johnson the benefit of the doubt here is because I understand how vicious detractors can get. If I didn't have full knowledge and understanding of how vicious and relentless the people Umar Johnson was going up against was, I would think Umar Johnson was full of ish too. If I didn't understand the people that Umar Johnson is going up against, they're fully capable of compromising any piece of information. Trust me, I would know. These people was able to find my job when I was a faceless YouTuber. Look at me. Okay, well, this is when I put my face on camera. But at this point, my name on YouTube was PK Flacco. I had no type of identifying information regarding my name, my actual name on YouTube. Look at me, man. The jawline was chiseled. I was about 40 to 50 pounds lighter, right? I was an angel face, but they despised me. All right. And if these people were able to find my identity and call my job, look, bro, these folks ain't just call my job. No, they found a way to get in contact with the CEO of the company. How how was y'all able to skip over the manager to get in contact with the CEO? And they contacted the CEO and told the CEO how I should be fired, how I'm terrible, blah blah. The CEO? Come on, bro. Like that's scary, bro. Yo, one of my subscribers donated $5,000 to me at the time because he said I was doing a great job on YouTube. Now, this is a subscriber who lives in California. They did not make YouTube videos. They were just a watcher of my channel. And they gave me $5,000 to upgrade my setup. It was a blessing. Bruh, these people got my Cash App shut down. Got my Cash App shut down because they were upset that I got money. These people are capable of horrors. I don't think y'all know they're capable of, bruh. All right? My identity was dragging his YouTube streams. I was doxxed. So now, again, I'm not innocent either, okay? Hey, I did my dirt too, okay? I was very upset, very angry, okay? Very angry because I thought, that, my friend's family's restaurant was being under attack because they chose to do a book signing for Umar Johnson. I didn't think that, calling a state or leaving bad reviews on their restaurant was okay, even if you hate Umar Johnson. So I decided to start making videos about them. Bro, there's like thousands of videos out there of people documenting my era, but I was being accused of doxing. I did reveal identities of YouTubers. I wouldn't call that doxing, but people claimed that I doxed. People claimed that I dox I think businesses. I told my subscribers to leave bad reviews. Guilty. All right. Guilty. That happened. Hey, listen, man. Again, this was 2021, 5 years ago, okay? I had 100 subscribers. It's no excuse, but I was a kid, bro. All right. Now, would I let my emotions get ahead of me right now? Probably not. But at that time, bro, we were really like parasocial. Like, we really thought we were in war. Like, we really thought these people were our enemies. And it was dumb. Like, bad. You feel me? Like, I should have never done it. But those were the things that we were engaging in. Bro, somebody even accused me, by the way, of hiring gay men to interview them to accuse my op of something, which is just patently false. I never hired anybody. Bro, I was living paycheck to paycheck. How'd I hire anybody? Bro, it was madness going on. These people created fake paperwork about me and claimed that I was on the offender registry. This is how terrible and bad it was. So because I fully understand, just having a sneak peek, because I got them out of there, bro. I stopped making content on these people. I let them be. I moved on to my life, you feel me? And there are some that is still harassing me, still stalking me. I would never respond or never address it because I understand that I could never go back to that era, right? Which is why I just leave them alone. Now, there are still some, I think the last video I saw about myself was like 2024, but there's still some who would like try to gain clout off me. But yo, I understand how toxic it can get. I understand what these people is capable of. I ain't never seen anybody get in contact with a CEO of like a Fortune 500 company, homie, to get an employee fired. How did you even get in contact with this person? I ain't never seen anybody. Anybody. Hey, tell me, hey, I'm gonna get you banned off Cash App in a week, and I got banned off Cash App in a week. I ain't never seen anybody able to create fake paperwork to claim somebody is an offender. You must really hate somebody to try to put the offender sticker on somebody. So I've dealt with it, and I've done my dirt too. Trust me, I'm not innocent at all. Right? So I understand what's going on, which is why I'll say it sounds crazy, but don't, but don't, but don't think it's impossible. Okay? Don't think it's impossible because it's not. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Umar Johnson bank accounts was compromised, or do you guys feel like Umar Johnson is scamming? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video right here to find out on my screen, man, how this heated podcast almost started a gang war between No Jumper employees live. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.